As the good book says, ask and you will receive, search and you will find, knock and the door will be opened for you. Though at times these words are hard to believe, there come moments when they prove beyond a shadow of a doubt that they hold credence. This is one such occurrence. Meet Han Jia, 32-year-old freelancer currently between jobs and living with her parents. This beautiful, still technically in her youth, lady lives the carefree life of a freeloader. Her only troubles are the household chores and the constant nagging of her parents insisting she find a husband. After a chance encounter with her childhood friend Jin Mincheol, she discovers he is facing the same pressure from his family, and jokingly suggests they get married. Fast forward to the next page, and we have a confused Jia on her honeymoon, unaware of what exactly she's gotten herself into. Beware what you wish for, kids. The tale of an unexpected romance ensues. What's cracking, guys? SamUX607 here, throwing at you installment 2 of Webtoon Week. Maybe meant to be, with a story by Honeyskine and art by Damcho. Sorry if I butchered those. It's a bad habit and the reason I don't have pets right now. This hot new release has, to no one's surprise, become the talk of the town over on Webtoon, and if you know me, you know that's as good a reason as any to say 1,000 words about it, so let's get right along. Maybe meant to be is the story of a pair of newlyweds trying to get to know each other again after having grown distant in the 20 years since they had been friends. The two find themselves in a set of circumstances that should have been impossible, but instead came to be their daily life. The allure of this manhwa, to me, comes from the close proximity the main characters share. Instead of only meeting at school or work or in the gym, their cohabitation means that they're always around each other. The first face you see in the morning and the last face you see at night. Through the rapid escalation of situations and incessant interactions, this provides an avenue for the characters to have their relationship develop in a different, unique way compared to most other stories, and that is the key to success for any romance. Despite the vast and loyal viewership this genre boasts, simply being a romance title isn't enough anymore. Anyone with half a brain cell can usually tell from the cover or first few minutes who the happy couple's going to be. Thus, the challenge in writing a romance becomes setting yourself apart from the pack. There are two keys to doing this well. 1. Lovable characters, and 2. A gimmick. We've talked a bit about the latter already. It just means having the tagline people want to click on for a refreshing change of scenery. In this case, it's The Accidental Marriage, and other examples would include She's Hopeless, where the main character is the secret bodyguard of his love interest, Down to Earth, where the female lead is an alien who has just arrived on Earth for the first time. Note that this is in a world like ours where aliens aren't a thing. And Lore Olympus, which follows the romance of the Greek gods. If that level of competition doesn't immediately stress the importance of succeeding at the gimmick thing, I don't know what will. But now we get to move on to our precious waifu and husbando, beginning with Han Jia. This fierce little firecracker here is our protagonist. We asked for lovable, and lovable we received. From the beginning of the video, when I introduced her and described how her actions kicked the plot into gear, you should already have some ideas about what kind of person she is. Jia is free-spirited, doesn't like being troubled, enjoys leisurely time, and appreciates straightforwardness. Her ideal day involves sleeping in, loafing around, and going back to bed. And if she has something to say to you, she's going to say it. She's just that type of person. This isn't to say she's rude or anything, of course. She's actually quite amicable and has the same social intelligence as everyone else. She just values effective communication, and honestly, same sis, same. She just trying to vibe and mind her own business like the rest of us. Her husband Jin Mincheol, on the other hand, isn't quite the typical male lead we're accustomed to having in romance stories. He diligently works a good, stable job, is quite reserved, neither professing nor revealing his emotions, maintains his chiseled physique through strict diet and exercise, and ends every day with a gaming session to unwind. In contrast to his wife's life lived in the moment, Mincheol is a man of routine. He knows what he enjoys doing and does that. If he doesn't have any good reason to break his routine, he won't. Again, this isn't to say he likes staying in his little box and his fuse goes off if anyone irritates him. It just means he too is a simple guy. He's willing to lend a hand, if you ask, and he's considerate. The main flaw you could fault the guy for is that, unlike Jia, growing up unpopular and friendless has left him with a slightly below average social intellect. And by slightly below average, I mean the guy reads a room about as well as I read Cyrillic. Never done it before, don't see myself doing it soon. Fortunately for him, just as his indomitable work ethic suffices for the pair, as long as he can learn to follow the boss lady's lead, he'll get by just fine. As of the date of my recording and hopefully uploading this video, Maybe Meant to Be has only 11 chapters up on Webtoon, so I'll reserve my criticisms for now and instead focus on what I like most about it: the chemistry. This early in the story, the characters are still a long ways away from falling in love, but they're never at each other's throats, and I love this because it shows the writer understands that's reserved for real married couples. Jokes aside, this is a breath of fresh air. The kinds of people who'd casually get married to appease their parents aren't thin-skinned enough to behave like teenagers with their raging hormones. Jia and Mincheol are comfortable with each other, friendly, and enjoy each other's company. Though these are things we think would be normal in any form of relationship, since the advent of the fun-sized twin-tailed demon known as the tsundere, that has been far from guaranteed. An innocent relationship like this one, free of any tension, makes me feel like I'm watching lads who are just normal roommates get up to shenanigans and go about their days. I'm all for lighthearted reads like that, so I enjoyed it. And if that kind of thing sounds appealing to you, go ahead and give this a read. It's too short to regret. All that being said, as a beginning and not a complete story, I give Maybe Meant to Be a resounding 10 out of 10, 607 readers eagerly awaiting chapters. As always, guys, thanks for watching to the end of the video, and thanks for all the love you showed to the Unordinary video yesterday. It really renewed my motivation to keep going with all of this. These videos take a lot of time and effort to prepare, even if they don't look like it. So if you like what I do, please subscribe to be notified about my future content, and if you can, consider supporting me over at patreon.com/samyuk607 so I can upload higher quality videos more consistently. Like the video if you liked the video, dislike the video if you disliked the video, and comment why down below, for the criticism helps me grow. Can't believe I am saying these words, but see you guys tomorrow. This has been Samyuk607, logging out.